Pillar on the Chicago hip-hop dance scene has passed away. He died when he walked out of a Dunkin' Donuts. Today, his family and his dance students say this killing leaves a hole in the community.
Tia Ewing is in Studio 32 with more on this horrible loss.
Yeah, this is absolutely tragic. That is for sure. This is 32-year-old Verndell Smith. He was shot and killed after grabbing some coffee 5 blocks away from his dance studio. He was deaf in one ear and partially deaf in his other, but learned to dance to the beat and rhythm of music.
Wow. And that's coming from a brother who barely got some rhythm. I got like, I don't know, I must, even though I got these big lips and this big head and this nappy hair, this broad nose, I got the soul of a white man. I could two-step with you all day. But anything past that, I get in the little danger zone. But the fact that this brother taught himself how to dance and he deaf, as a guy who lived near Gallaudet University for much of my life. Gallaudet University, Washington, D.C., the preeminent, foremost university for deaf people. I lived in that area for a long time and seen a lot of deaf people, man. At the liquor store, down at Family Liquor Store on H and H. They come in with their little list. They just come in with a list and hand it to the guy behind the counter. My man Jerome. Shout out to Jerome, Dennis, all them in Family Liquor Store. But I remember one time I was going to a party. I mean, I wasn't going to a party. We were in the back of my man's house, and we were just hanging out in his backyard. And I shit you not, we were walking down the alley, and all you could hear is maybe a dog bark or something, but not much noise, maybe cars from the street. And we had been there for a while, so we decided to go somewhere. So we walked through the alley. And literally, we looked to the right, and there was a party. Like, these deaf people have been partying all this time, like maybe like 5 houses down the alley. There had been a party. Because somebody was coming out of the back gate of the party. It was in the backyard of that house. And it was like 100 deaf people back there. And they was partying. And we would have never knew it if that one person didn't just happen to open that gate when we was walking down the alley. It was the craziest thing. It was like they just party in silence. It's just bananas. But salute to all the deaf people, man. A lot of those deaf people, their deafness is accompanied with other deformities and other things. So they're not just deaf; they're deaf and something else is wrong with them, as far as like a deformity or something. And they overcome and they become productive citizens. And I've even met some. I know a lot of guys who didn't have relations with deaf girls because some of the body, I mean, look, attraction is attraction. So I've been around deaf people, and I know that I've seen the challenges they have. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy for them. They can't just be around. They really only want to be around other deaf people because they don't relate. Like they can't hear. So for this guy, just to become what he became, man, salute to him. He went through a lot. It took him a lot to get to where he was. He traveled a hard road to get to where he was. Nothing was given to him. He made it happen. And to think that it was all snuffed out, some dumbass Negro, breaks my heart, man.
Yeah, this is absolutely tragic. That is for sure. This is 32-year-old Verndell Smith. He was shot and killed after grabbing some coffee 5 blocks away from his dance studio. He was deaf in one ear and partially deaf in his other, but learned to dance to the beat and rhythm of music.
I wanted to show them that I appreciate it for all the hard work that they do in coming into practice.
Verndell Smith was the founder of the Silent Threat dance team. They often danced in Chicago's Bud Billiken Parade. The studio was also a safe haven for children in the Grand Crossing neighborhood on the city's south side for 10 years. Smith's family says he just started drinking coffee on Wednesday. That's when he went for a coffee run at this Dunkin' Donuts on 70.
How sad is that, man? He just started drinking coffee. That's just, this story is breaking my heart, man. God. Oh.
Smith's family says he just started drinking coffee on Wednesday. That's when he went for a coffee run at this Dunkin' Donuts on 74th and South King Drive. When he came out, that's when someone decided to shoot and kill him. Smith leaves behind a 10-year-old son, a family that loves him, and students whose lives he forever positively impacted.
One of Verndell's campaigns was stop shooting and start dancing. And ironic as it is, 3 weeks ago, he just started drinking coffee. And then he ends up getting shot, coming out drinking coffee. So it's all ironic. And I know we're not supposed to question God. But right now, I honestly don't know what to think. The fact that there's been students on his dance team that he's talked out of having guns.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a loss to the community. That was his sister, LaToya. No one is in custody for this shooting. The Bud Billiken Parade organizers say this is a tragic loss in our community. Smith participated for 5 years with his dance team, but for 20 years, he was a dancer in that same parade. Of course, this is a story that we will continue to follow.
This guy says, will the mayor address this senseless murder in her Minority Reporters only interviews she grants now? Well, Minority Reporters, one thing you ain't got to worry about with Minority Reporters is them asking about black-on-black crime. So they not even going to ask her. So only reporters, that's a Fox News talking point. That's a white supremacist talking point. Black-on-black crime. That accounts for 90% of all the murder in Chicago.
That these demons out here and they are real. This gentleman was 32 years old. Started he created a dance studio. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna pray for her, man. Wow. We definitely gonna pray for her, man. This gentleman, he started a dance studio, I think 18, when he was 18. And the motto is stop shooting, start dancing. That's the motto. Stop shooting, start dancing. And what's crazy is, I just spoke about this yesterday, about the violence that's going on, about people life getting cut short due to people out here, these demons out here and these cowards out here that's shooting kids and shooting people that's trying to do the right thing. At the end of the day, one young lady said she been with him since 2017 or something like that, 2014, and her life began to change. Dancing, singing, rapping, whatever you doing, you not in the street. If that could occupy your time, that you don't have to be out here in the street doing bad things, that's something good. He saw the good in some of these kids. Some of these kids weren't meant to be on the street. They just fell upon the crowds and started hanging out with their friends, and their friends was on the street. So they thought that was cool. They wanted to be on the streets as well. He helped these kids. He's 32. He started this at 18. Going to get some coffee in broad daylight, somebody come up and shoot him. Was he the target? Was it somebody that looked like him? A mistaken identity? The mother, oh man, bless your soul, woman. Bless your soul. The mother. She said, you'll never find nobody as kind as my son. This the mother that said this. This woman loved her son, especially when he was doing the right thing. He was doing the right thing. He was helping other kids out. He helping people in the community. Stop shooting, start dancing. And he become a victim of gun violence. It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. I'm going to read the article. I'm going to read.
And that's devastating.
It is. Like, did he get somebody off the street that was hustling? And
It's too depressing. I mean, it changed your whole dynamic, man. It just gives you all the bad parts of the hood. Nothing ever good. So I don't even bother with it, man. But I seen a post on Facebook about it.
Okay.
About the guy, about him starting a little community center or something like that for kids to keep them off the street and this and then he ended up getting shot. Yeah, that's tough, man.
Because everybody's not going to step up. Everybody know they don't want to work with these kids, man.
Not even that. Not even that. Just the fact that somebody killed him. That I look at it as like, man, did they do it because of what he was doing? Like, I mean, why y'all kill him? What was the significance behind it? What was the purpose? What did he do? You know, because if everybody talking good about the man and they saying good things, right? Then it got to be true, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, it was a lot of posts going around on Facebook for Tamika, who went to Westinghouse or whatever. So almost everybody had the same thing to say about her, though. Like, she was the sweetest person in the world. So that means that it got to be true if everybody's saying the same thing. So if everybody was saying that this guy was a good guy, he did this, take these kids off the street, and this, and that, why they kill him? Like, what was the point? What was the purpose behind it, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it actually set up for somebody to do this to him because he was trying to make a difference in the community and people didn't like that part? Because you never know what the mentality or the mind state of people is today. It just don't make sense. I just can't grasp the concept behind it. Like, y'all killed this man for what reason? And it's like you said, it ain't like somebody came back from the past and he did something to somebody and they killed him because of that. Or it ain't because he did something to somebody last year and they came back. It's like, man, it's just he was murdered, and for what?
That's what I don't understand, man. You know, I was watching this movie and it was a dance movie. One group beat the other group and won the cash bag. He said, look, tomorrow we're going to split it up. Everybody going to get their chop. So as he was leaving, the leader of the other group came and robbed him and killed him. Like, did his group beat another group and dancing? I mean, like, I don't understand, man. Like, this is heartbreaking right here, man.
It is.
This is heartbreaking. I mean, I don't know. Did somebody get put out the studio because they was playing around, they weren't working? Or, I mean, what the case? What is the case?
Yeah. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, bro, it's full of hatred.
It is. It is. It is.
It's filled with hatred, whatever it is. That's it, and that's just there's no way around that. And that's devastating.
It is. Like did he get somebody off the street that was hustling, and the dude that he was hustling for is mad? I mean, like, what the problem is? What? There's so many unanswered questions.
Yeah.
About this. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And I can't get that vision out of my head with the niece. The little niece, she say, let him finish his mission. She said, why y'all can't let him finish his mission? He been doing this since he was 18 years old.